All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're gonna play some Jeopardy. We haven't done this in a while. It's been several months, but I wanted to try to see if we could find something a little more difficult. And this category set looks like it might be the most difficult one we've done so far. So our categories are card text, which I'm assuming is, I guess, exactly how it sounds. Text to speech, I'm not totally sure what that is, so that's gonna be a bit of a surprise. Keyword, I'm assuming that's power toughness, so we probably have to name like the keyword ability and power toughness of the card. Keyword value, I'm not totally sure what that something to do with a keyword and a number. Oh, is it maybe how many cards have that ability or something? I don't know. We'll see. And then judge, I'm assuming it's some type of question you would call over a judge and you have to answer. So yeah, I don't know. The others have just been like, oh, name this card or whatever. This feels like it's going to be way more difficult. So let's hop into it. First one for two. Oh, I just realized the last couple we did it was 1 to 500. This one's 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000. All right. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to compare scores to our last one because obviously these are worth double points. But I guess we'll have two separate ones for the low end and the high end. But anyway, first one. Vraska's Contempt. Card text for 200. Oh, so we just have to name what the card does. Okay, Vraska's Contempt is... Oh, crap. I don't remember. I think it's exile and not destroy. I think it's exile, target creature or planeswalker, you gain 2 life? Or is it opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life? I think it's just gain 2 life. I think that's what's going on. I think it's exile, creature, or planeswalker, gain 2 life. I think. Like, this is going to be hard, man. This is a 200 pointer. Like, what the hell? Answer. Exile target creature. Okay, cool. We got that one right. So we do get points for that. I am not going to do well on this one, y'all. This one's going to be tough. All right, 400. Oh my god, Uro has so much text. All right. So it's sacrifice it if you didn't escape it. It has escape for 2 blue, 2 green, because it's blue, blue, green, green. And you have to exile 5 cards, because that's part of the escape cost. And then you can, when it attacks or enters, you gain 3 life. Golly, there's so much text. I feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, yeah, and you can play an additional land from your hand. I think that's everything. So you get to play the extra land. You gain the life when you attack or it enters. You sack it if you didn't escape it. And then you can pay the escape costs, right? That's everything, I think. God, how is this only 400 points? Oh my gosh. This is going to get progressively worse, I'm sure. All right, when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice unless you escape. We got that part. Whenever Earl enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life. Oh, and draw a card. Gosh dang it. I knew I was going to forget something. That card does so much stuff. All right, well, I missed that one, so we're starting in the negatives. This is going to be so hard, man. Oh, gosh. Okay. For 600. Jace's Phantasm. Wait. I think the Phantasm's just +4/+4 if your opponent has 10 or more cards in the graveyard? If so, I'm mad that this is 600 and the other was only 400. I think that's correct, though, right? Oh, it has flying. Dang it. I'm going to do so bad at this one. Because the thing is, it's just like mostly remembering what the things do, but then there's just like one thing you're missing. Oh my God, I'm getting wrecked already. And this is Tribe. I'm not even going to guess because I truly don't remember this card. I know it has something to do with like search for some number of land, and then if you control Anissa, search for... I kind of do want to guess, actually, because I think it's search 2 forests. If you control Anissa, you search for 3 lands, not forests. But there's another part. I don't remember what the other part is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to reveal, because like there is another part, but I don't think I've ever even cast this card. I just know what it does. But, yeah. Instead, search relay, reveal those cards, put them in your hand, then show. Okay, well, I guess I would have got it right. Because, I mean, we all know you revealed and shuffle, so I wouldn't even have said that. But, wow, okay. For some reason, I thought the card did something else. I guess it's 800 because it's a more obscure card. But anyway, we didn't guess. We could have got back to 0, though. Let's see what a 1,000 pointer is. Oh, excuse me. March of Burgeoning. Okay, this is the green one. So you have to exile any number of green cards from your hand to make it cost 2 less for each card. Then you choose a creature, your target creature that has costs X or less, and then you search for a copy of that card. I think that's literally all that does. So I'm gonna accept that as my guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. As initial cost, guys, so you exile a number of green cards for 2 less for each one. Choose a creature of value X or less. Search your library. Okay, cool. We got there. Like, we're at 200 points after that whole category. Man. And what's funny is the one I thought I didn't know, I did know, so I could have had 1,000 points, but well. Moving on to text to speech, and we get to find out what this is. Flying Haste at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you've cast 3 or more instants or sorcery spell this turn, return this card from your graveyard. Oh, so this is just the actual text of the card, because I know what this card is. It's Arclight Phoenix. Oh, weird. But yeah, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast 3 or more instants or sorcery spells this turn, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I am 100% sure this is Arclight Phoenix. And it is. All right, cool. Get the points. Man. Okay, that was a good 200 point one, because I feel if this category is as hard as the first one, I'm probably only going to get one more in this category, but we'll see. Delve 2 blue-green hybrid mana, mill 2 cards, then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, this is a legendary guy. What is he called? Oh, I know this thing too, because it's the dude. I think he's got like no shirt on or whatever. And he's got like pale skin. Oh gosh, what is this card? It's Tasigur, I think. Right? Maybe? Whatever. I'm gonna guess it anyway. I'm probably gonna be wrong, but I think that's correct. Okay, it is. Tasigur the Golden Fang. Alright. Whew, man. I was just like, this guy, man, this test has me all messed up, man, this quiz. I said test like I'm getting graded. This quiz. Alright. Counter target non-creature spell. That spell's controller loses 2 life. Oh, well, this is easy. This is actually Counter Squall. This is just a blue-black counter. Yeah. This actually still gets played a bit in some formats and sideboards. Yeah, what is Counter Squall? Alright, cool. So we're crushing this. This category wasn't nearly as hard. Other pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders you control get +1/+1. When this card dies, you gain 4 life. Oh, I know what this is. This is, it's from, oh, it's funny because we were just talking about Strixhaven earlier. It's from the old Strixhaven. It's Blex something pests, right? I think is the card, the black-green one. Yeah, Blex Vexing Pests. All right, cool. And I know some of you are going to be like, you didn't say the exact name. Whatever, man. I'm taking the points for it. This test is already hard as it is. Kicker of white. It has flying. When this card enters the battlefield, destroy all lands you control. If it was kicked, destroy all lands instead. Oh. You know what's weird? I actually know what this card is, but I know it's an angel. But I don't remember. I feel like what I want to call it is not it. I feel like what I want to call it is a black-white angel, and this one's a white-only angel. Because in the back of my brain, I want to say Desolation Angel, but I feel like Desolation Angels... Wait. Is this the black card with a white kicker, maybe? That's why I think it's Desolation Angel? Crap, why can I not remember right now? Because I was thinking, well, like my first thought was, no, Desolation Angel's one of the black-white angels. But now that I'm thinking about it, Desolation Angel has the RK post art on it. I think. And I don't know if it has a white kicker or not. Like, what's... Man, this has me like... I'm not going to guess. I want to hold on to my 2,200. But if I were to guess, I would have said Desolation Angel. But I don't think that's right. Maybe it is. Oh, I would have. I should have trusted myself. That first category has me messed up. Let me hold on a second. Let me go in here, go to advanced, and like look up Desolation Angel, so people can see what I'm talking about. Oh, so it does have a white kicker. Ah, it is. And is it arcade post? It's Braum art, not arcade post art. That's where I was wrong. But yeah, okay, cool. Well, now I know a thing. On to keyword power toughness. I'm assuming that's what that is. Otherwise, it's playing time, which would be weird. Those are the only two things I know PT to be. That's not true. Physical therapy is also PT. But anyway, keyword PT. Okay, Zergo Bell Striker. This has. Oh. Bell Striker. Is it. I know it's 2-2. Is it 2-2 and like dash? Is that the ability? I think that's correct. Because it like comes in and attacks and goes back to your hand. I think. I'm going to go with that. Okay, 2-2 with. Okay, what is a 2-2? Okay, I see what we're doing. All right, cool. All right, so we did guess correctly. Pure Steel Paladin. Oh my gosh. This is 2-2. I think it has first strike. Because it's a paladin. It's from Mirrodin. So I think it has Metalcraft. Actually, do we have to name all the abilities? Or is it just looking for Metalcraft? I'm going to say 2-2 first strike Metalcraft. I think that's right. What is it, 2-2? You don't even... All right, so I mean, I guess we get it right because we said it was a 2-2. Hold on a second. We're going to go back over here. Let's go back to Scryfall. Because... Oh, well, anyway, we can put it here. Pure Steel Paladin. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Gosh dang it. All right. Does that not come? Okay, there it is. Oh, I would have been wrong. It doesn't have first strike. But they didn't count Metalcraft. I don't know how y'all want to judge this one. Because technically, I said 2-2 first strike Metalcraft. But it actually is only Metalcraft as the ability. But they didn't even count an ability. They just wanted the power toughness. So, I don't know. I'm not going to score myself any points. Technically, it should be like a half point or whatever. Because I don't think they completed their answer. Because it should have at least been 2-2 Metalcraft, I think. But we'll just go into the next one. Oh my gosh. Emrakul the Aeon's Torn. Emrakul is... The Aeon's Torn is 15-15, right? Is that the one? And then it has Annihilator, obviously, because it's one of the big Eldrazi. But does it have... Well, it has Flying. Is there anything else on that card? I mean, I know it has other text, but I just can't think of what else it would be. Oh, well, does it count? Does it count? I guess technically protection from colored spells is an ability because protection is technically considered a keyword, I think. But again, they just asked for 2-2 and nothing else. Okay, so we know bare minimum, Emrakul's a 15-15. Has Flying, has Annihilator. I'm going to go ahead and say it has protection from spells that have a color. You know, I think that's how it's worded. Let's see. 15-15 Flying, protection spells that are more than one color. Yeah, same thing. And Annihilator 6. All right, cool. We get credit for that one. Oh man, this thing is way harder than the other ones we've done. Skullbriar, I don't even remember. Like, I feel like Skullbriar's like a 1-1. I don't even remember what the ability it has on it. It has to have some keyword ability to be in this category. It has some ability that, like, when it does something to get counters, and then when it dies, it keeps the counters unless it goes to your hand, I think. But I don't... What keyword is on this? Is it like trample or something? Maybe because it gets counters and it's green-black? I'm not going to guess on this one because I for real don't know. I know the It's so weird that I know roughly the ability of the card, but I can't remember the keyword that's on it. So I'm going to pass on this one. Oh, Skullbriar has a haste. Wow, crazy. I definitely did not remember that. I would not have guessed that because I'm pretty sure it's a black-green card. Oh, weird. I guess it broke the color pie or something. Well, I guess technically green cards can have haste. Akiri line sleeve. Oh gosh, I don't remember this one. This one's like a commander heavy card, I think. All I know is it's like an 03, if I remember right, or a 04. I think it's an 03. I don't even remember it's red white. I don't remember what it does at all. I mean, this is a good one for 1,000 points because this is hard. But yeah, I couldn't even guess what this would be, so I'm gonna pass. First strike, vigilance, and partner. Okay, I was right about it being a commander-centric card, and I got the 03 right, but I mean, I maybe could have got the first strike. I definitely would have forgot vigilance. But all right, we didn't know, I assumed we did not do great in that category. Moving on to keyword value. Now we get to see what this is. Something with keywords and numbers. It just says Golgari Grave Troll. What does that mean? Oh, I get what we're doing because it has Delph. So you have to remember the number that goes. So it's keywords that have a number attached, I think, is what we're doing. Is it 5 or 6 on Grave Troll? Man, this sucks. This is only 200, and I do not remember if it's a 5 or a 6. Ooh. Well, I mean, it's only 200, and I'm coin flipping, right? Why not? Just guess. It's 5 or 6. That's all I know. I know it's 5 or 6. All right, let me see. I have a coin somewhere. Do I have a die, maybe? I'll just roll. How do I not have one of those on my desk? I have literally everything else on my desk right now. All right, I'm just going to flip a magic card. If it comes up, heads or tails. All right, I'm going with 6. What of a way to say. It's only 200. We have 3,000 points. Whatever. Okay, cool. 6. Thank you. I actually flipped this thing that had the little token or whatever at the zoo. Oh, it's the front cover card for one of the what do you call it? The pre-made deck starter things. I forgot what we call those. But anyway, we got 200 points. Fantastic. Neheb the Eternal. What is the ability on Neheb? Oh, it's affliction or afflict? Afflict? Was that the ability? It's afflict or affliction. I don't remember which. I'm taking credit either way if it's correct. It's same thing. But either way, I think it's afflict 3. Is it even called afflict? Maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm just making up a word. I don't even know right now. But I think that, whatever. That's my guess. Okay, it is afflict. I don't know why I was thinking it was affliction, but whatever. Afflict 3. All right. I have actually played with Neheb a few times. That's why I remember that one. What even is this card? Swift reconfiguration. I'm not even joking with y'all. I don't remember this even being a thing. What? I mean, I'm assuming it's white or blue because of the name. I mean, I guess possibly it could be red if it has something to do with giving something haste. I don't. Wow. It's not often I just hear a card name and just like have no recollection of it being a thing. I don't know what this is. Like, for real. I'm not even going to guess, y'all. I don't even know where to start with this card. I 100% don't remember this thing. Crew 5. What even is this? like what? Swift reconfiguration. I have not. I mean, I'm sure once I see it, I'll recognize it, but that's crazy. Oh, it's because it's a commander only card. It's from the Neon Dynasty Commanders. That's why. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I've never cast this card. It's an enchantment aura. It has flash, enchant. Creature or vehicle, enchanted permanent, is a vehicle or artifact with crew 5 and it loses. You know what, though? This is kind of a trick question. Because this card does not actually have crew 5. It gives another card the ability to have crew 5 through the text on this card. This card only technically has flash. So I'm just saying, but I wouldn't have got it anyway. I'm just being silly. I wouldn't have guessed this. I've never even seen this card cast, honestly. I've seen it maybe once before today. So yeah, totally new thing, but definitely glad I didn't guess, because I wouldn't even have thought it was. I thought it was a spell. I wasn't even thinking it was an enchantment. Urza assembles the Titans. Oh, weird, because this one's a saga. What ability is on the saga? Oh, I know what it is. I just don't remember. I think the first chapter is like scry some number of cards, I think. But I couldn't even tell you what the number is. I maybe cast this card once or twice, maybe like a few times in one deck. I don't think when I'm just making content for it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on this one, y'all. No guess. I think scry is the correct answer. I just don't know the number. It could be 2, 3, or 4, and I wouldn't even. I couldn't even tell you at all what I do. I couldn't give you a percentage level of what I think is right. Oh, scry 4. I probably would have said 3 anyway, so definitely would have missed that one. Grim Flare. Oh, what keyword does Grim Flare have? This is another green-black one. Man, I played a lot of green-black once upon a time. How am I just missing this? I remember what the card looks like. I don't, for real. Why is this... Man, this category turned out to be way more difficult for me than I thought. Hell, and one of them I got was just because of a coin flip. I don't even know. I feel like this one probably... No, because it has to have a number attached to it. What ability would be on Grimflayer that would have an ability? Or, I mean, that would have a number attached to it. Because it wouldn't be... Maybe it's Surveil? Because it's green-black? And it cares about... Well, no. Maybe. But if it's Surveil, it wouldn't be more than like 1 or 2, because nothing gets like Surveil 5. Man, I'm sorry I'm taking so long on this one, because this one I'm going through because I feel like this is one I should know, and I just don't. And I'm just not remembering it for whatever reason. It's kind of confusing. I don't know. I don't know. It's got to be Surveil. I just don't. I'm going to pass on this one too. I think I know the keyword. I just don't know the number. Now, before I reveal, if I was going to say anything, I was going to say Surveil 2 as a guess. But, okay, I definitely would have missed it. It's like, I knew it was Surveil. I just was like, nothing gets a big Surveil number on creatures these days. So it's like, couldn't figure out what it is. Man, that category, we did not do well. All right, this is the one I'm really worried about, because I'm assuming this is going to be like 2 complicated cards, and then you have to give like the answer. So let's see. Oh my god, this is a whole paragraph. All right. Lee controls Dryad of the Elysian Grove, which makes lands into any type, and they tap for extra mana, I think. Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle, which is when mountains enter, if you have a certain number, they'll deal 3 damage, I think. And 4 forests. Lee plays a mountain as a land for the turn. So Lee's the one... Oh, Lee has all those cards. All right, so Lee plays a mountain. In response to the Valakut trigger, which is the deal the damage, Robert casts and resolves a Dress Down. I don't even remember what Dress Down is. Like, I was good until Dress Down, because I did not remember what Dress Down is. All right. So I think they're trying to say that because Lee has Dryad of Elysian Grove and the Forest and the Valakut, whatever lands they play next are going to trigger Valakut, because you'll have the required amount. There's a trigger on the stack. Dress Down's doing something. Yeah, I have to pass because I can't answer this without remembering what Dress Down does. Will deal 3 damage to any target because the Dress Down does not remove the land type from the lands the league controls due to layer 4, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's all that important. However, I want to go find out what Dress Down is because I don't remember. Oh, it's from Modern Horizons. That's why I wouldn't remember. It's 2 mana enchantment. It has flash. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Creatures lose all abilities at the beginning of the end step. Sacrifice. Why does? Oh, I see. So they're trying to play this on the Dryad of the Elysian Grove, so it would lose abilities. Okay, I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to do this just so everybody understands what we're looking at. So here's Dryad of the Elysian Grove. It's a 3 mana 2/4. You can play an additional land each your turn. Lands you control are every land type in addition to their other types. And then trying to say, because you already had the ability on the stack that triggered to deal the damage, this was trying to turn that off, but you've already checked for the number when it entered the battlefield, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Whew, that's a lot for a 200 pointer. If these are more complicated, I'm just going to tell up front, I'm not going to get very many. Lucas controls a basic forest with abundant growth. Mikey Hopkins casts a Spreading Seas. That's the one that turns a land into an island. Enchanting the same forest that Lucas controls. Lucas tries to tap his forest for red mana. What happens? He can't because it's an island, and because of how they're stacked in the order they were played, it's now an island and doesn't tap for other things. So you can't get a red out of it. I believe it's a basic forest, and you've enchanted it with an abundant growth. So I think you could still tap it. I think abundant growth taps for green. Either, I think this is where I'm confused, because if abundant growth only taps for green, you can get blue or green. If it lets you tap a land for any color, then you could tap for blue and whatever. However, if it's one of the ones that let you tap for the same color, then you just get 2 blue. I think abundant growth is the same color, so I think you can only tap for blue is going to be my answer. Cannot tap his land for red mana, can only tap it for blue, as it's currently only an island with no other abilities. Weird. Okay, so I got the correct answer, but for the wrong reasons? Oh, because abundant growth gives the ability to the land. And then, okay. All right, cool. Well, we got there. That was just kind of like a drunk stumble on the way to the answer. Zach controls Jace the Mind Sculptor and Vorinclex Monstrous Raider. Zach uses Jace's Mind Sculptor ability +1 loyalty. What happens? Jace just gets 2 counters instead of 1? This feels way easy by comparison to the... Is this a trick question? Zach control... Because Jace the Mind Sculptor is just a Planeswalker. It has regular Planeswalker abilities, whatever. Vorinclex says if you would put another counter on your cards, you put an additional counter of that type. If your opponents get them, you get a +1s or yeah. So like, that's it, right? This might receive 2 loyalty counters due to Vorinclex replacement ability. Yeah, man. This should have been the 200 pointer for sure. But either way, I'll take my 600 points. Lucas attacks with a Goblin Guide. Lee blocks with Core Firewalker, a creature with protection from red. Before damage is dealt, Lucas casts Skullcrack, targeting Lee. After Lee gains 1 life from Core Firewalker, Lucas then removes the damage. What happens? All right. Fortunately, I know all these cards. Goblin Guide attacks as a trigger. You reveal a card and all that. Not really relevant to the scenario. Core Firewalker lets you gain a life. I think anytime somebody plays a red spell, it has protection from red, and I think it doesn't have anything else. I think those are the abilities. And then Skullcrack is 2 mana, deal some number of damage. I think it's 2 to the opponent, and then damage can't be prevented till end of turn. So you cast a spell, Firewalker still triggers, still get to gain the life. No damage gets prevented from the protection ability, because that's what protection does in this case, would prevent damage. And that's it. So Creatures just trade and die. Lee gained his life already. I think that's it. Common Guide and Core Firewalker trade because damage can only be prevented due to Skullcrack. Boom, got it. All right, that one's not super difficult, but you kind of had to know all the cards. Like this had 1, 2, 3 different cards you had to know in this scenario, and they're all kind of older, honestly. All right. We have for 1,000, Lucas controls an Aetherflux Reservoir, which is an artifact. I think you play either a non-creature spell or an artifact. I think it's when you just cast a spell, you gain a life equal to the number of other spells you've played that turn. Lucas says cast 0 spells so far this turn. Lucas casts a Llanowar Elf, and in response to the Aetherflux Reservoir trigger, he has Opt, which is a blue mana draw card. When this stack is empty, how much life will he have gained? All right, so you have Aetherflux Reservoir, cast a Llanowar Elf. So you have the Reservoir trigger waiting to resolve on the stack. And while that's waiting to resolve, casting the Opt. So now you have a second trigger on top. And then you go to resolve the stack. The Reservoir trigger is going to see that you've cast 2 spells. So that's 2 life. Then the Opt resolves. Then the first trigger of Aetherflux Reservoir resolves. So you gain 2 life again, because you still only cast 2 spells for the turn. Then Llanowar Elf resolves. So should be 4 life gained. I think. Like I said that so confidently, and now I'm just like, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's correct. Let's go with that. Correct answer is 4 life. The trigger sees that you cast 2 spells before both triggers resolve, so you gain 2. Okay, cool. Short version to explain all the mess that I did. Oh man, I'm knocking stuff off my desk. All right, so we get our 1,000. Whew. All right, so we finished at 6,400 for this one. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like we missed a lot. Like, actually, this category, did we run this category, actually? No, there was one I missed. So I did 4 out of 5 on Judge. Keyword value, I think we missed 2 because I just didn't guess on them. Keyword power toughness, I missed at least 1. Maybe 2 there. Text-to-speech, I think I got most of those. Oh, I think we got one of these wrong, maybe. And then card text, I think we got 2 or 3 to start. So yeah, we've definitely done better on other ones, but this wasn't bad. This was the hardest one by far. This one required you to know not just the cards, but you had to know for each of these categories, it felt like you had to know all of the text on the cards to be able to do anything. That was pretty rough. Hopefully the others aren't as difficult, but let me know if y'all had fun with this, if y'all want me to do other Jeopardy ones, if you learned anything from this, because a lot of you might be newer players and never seen any of the cards we were talking about. So yeah, just let me know. This was, I like doing these. So anyway, that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.